Oh, they find out what they're made of. They really do. You know, some people find that they've got reserves. I think they didn't realise they had.
I think the ANV challenge symbolizes our journey. Perseverance, hard work. It's not going to be easy, but with determination and a lot of grit, we'll end up achieving our goals.
It's going to be a big challenge. It's going to bring all of us together as a team, as ANV, because we are one company. This is one challenge, one objective, which hopefully we'll all complete.
We're going to raise a lot of money for the charities. You know, everyone's been training so hard, and I think everyone's going to do really well.
There's no way we'll get to our objectives without teamwork. Of course, it takes a lot of organization. It takes a lot of smart people. A lot of physical preparation, of course. You know, trained for a couple of months.
Preparation-wise, I thought about it a lot of sleepless nights.
This whole idea of like hike, pedal, paddle, you know, summit to coast is something which is going to test most people. I don't think anybody's going to do this without feeling tested.
We are currently driving out of central London. The traffic is quite bad.
It's going to be horrible, but fun.
I just said I don't want too many or too big an injury.
No, true.
Because I can get to the end.
True, yeah. I just want to get to the end. It's pitch black, just keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Luckily, only half of us have got any sort of wet weather gear. The other half are using trainers to go up the mountain. I think it'll be fine.
Just hope I can make up the mountain today. You know, and to get to the top. And I've just been told by the taxi man there's a post office at the top of the mountain, so I might even send a postcard.
And hopefully in the next 3 days we'll raise some more money for charity. We're a little short of our goal, but there's going to be a big final push.
The charity that we're supporting right now actually affects some of our colleagues and our friends, and whereas we're contributing in a small way, it's very satisfying to know that we are contributing to something that we believe in.
5 minutes, set off from here to reach the slowdown, which is very achievable.
I'm just resting. This isn't anything to do with the fact that I've been broken by the challenge at all.
Pretty damn cold up there, but the way down was a bit more enjoyable than going up.
To tomorrow is going to be brutal. It's gonna 125 miles on a bike. You know, I think that's going to be pushing everybody to the limits. I don't think anybody is going to be. It's going to end in tears, but for a good cause.
Hot and wet.
Well, I didn't think it'd be anywhere near as tough as it was today. I thought, you know, having a reasonable level of fitness and having ridden a bike maybe once or twice in my life, I thought, yeah, I could do this, no problem at all.
When I signed up, actually, I sort of thought, doesn't sound too bad. And yeah, totally wrong.
Expected it to be tough, but probably not that tough.
Still, it's different because once you're out there, you think, it's doable, but then the weather and...
As confident as I can be, I suppose. Yeah. It's the weather's a bit drizzly this morning, but done the preparation, so hopefully I think the hills are going to be the real challenge here. So we'll see.
Got a puncture, and then I came into that corner up there, fell over, and now it's definitely punctured.
A couple of 100 metres back downhill, there's a big lay-by on this side, and they're repairing punctures.
Seems to be contrary to the purpose of this race. I actually want to make the 120 miles and not double them, but they are far back.
I think the weather conditions here in Wales is the most difficult thing that we've dealt with.
My 2-mile ride to the sweet shop with my daughter on a little child seat. Clearly, definitely not enough training for this.
Well, okay, my neck's killing me a little bit, but okay. Ready for a stop, a little wet, and nice without the headwind.
When you're riding in a pack with these guys, the difference is notable. When you're off on your own, you have the headwinds, you're lonely. Going with a group, you have a draft, and it's also a lot more fun.
When you're low, there's someone behind you that will just bring you up and say, come on. No one left anyone behind lagging. You know, there was always someone that will just like, come on, we can do this. Let's push through.
You'd be cycling along and you're thinking you're going very well, and then you catch up with somebody. The last time you saw them was shivering with the cold inside the road. It's just inspiring. How did you get there?
Josh are coming. I'm walking their bikes.
So the other group spread out pretty bad.
Oh, I can't believe it's over. So good. Well done, Tim. We're only here because of you.
Wow. I was having a bit of a moment. Jeff was like this knight in shining armour riding backwards to see us and was like, do you need a tow? Absolutely, do I need a tow?
There's so many points I wanted to give up. I just want to thank Jeff, Neil and Anna. Literally pulled me through.
You know, everyone pulled together as a team. People, you know, found themselves in pockets, work together, help people out, and you know, if it wasn't for the wind, the rain, and the hills, it would have been lovely.
We stayed together, we stayed as a team, and if any time someone was struggling, there was someone there to lift them up.
It was all worth it. The 2 punctures, falling off.
I'm kind of proud of myself. I've been coping with an unbelievable pain of my knees, then the pain from the knees went down to my shoulders. Still made it. Team did well.
You got the key, please.
We're in Taliban up in Wales at present. The intention is for the group to paddle down to Cwmbran. I mean, the paddle time, you know, about 9-10 hours of actual paddling.
I think the spirits are still very high. I think ultimately people are still smiling. You know, the amount of money that we've raised is really going to a good cause. But yeah, I think the amount of effort that everyone's put in is kind of paramount to the fact that this is obviously a major challenge. So
I had a friend who was diagnosed with MS when she was in her final year of university. So I personally voted for the MS Society.
One of my old best mates, his mum suffered from MS, so I thought it was a really good cause for them.
My wife's best friend has MS, and a very good friend of mine, his wife has MS, so that was, for me, the reason for going for it.
Panathlon, again, it just seemed like one of the smaller charities who needed our help more than the others.
I think we're all inspiring each other on this trip, and I'm just a part of that.
Get tested day in, day out in a mental capacity, working for ANV, you know, and I think you've got to be tested as well physically.
I think it builds a good friendship between the employees.
No, it's been an excellent opportunity to meet people outside the workplace.
All the support crew, all of that, you know, these things don't happen without all of those guys, so, you know, that's a tough job.
well, for us to provide just that little bit extra of kind of motivation and support is making the teamwork aspect, you know, magnitude on a number of different scales. So I think it just shows that the team, if it all pulls together, everyone can kind of achieve their individual goals as much as the team goals as well.
Not this time.
I think Robinson and Clark would have been proud.
I mean, it was hard. It was really hard. Definitely the hardest thing that I've done.
In the space of 3 days, everyone is just bonded through the fact that they're going through hardships. I expected a rain. I expected tears, pain, fun. Yeah, this is what we've been through, isn't it?
I think what's been astounding is through all the blood, sweat and tears, and there's been all of those things, they've supported each other.
It feels pretty good. It's nice to actually get out and see people from other parts of the business. But it's also nice to give something back as well, like raising money for charity is fantastic.
Thank you for all coming along today, and especially warm welcome to the representatives of our 3 chosen charities. We also must remember the tremendous fundraising efforts of many of your colleagues throughout ANV, which means that we can present the charities today with the targeted amount that we set out to raise.
I'd never heard of such a large corporate fundraising event like that. Organising it from scratch from the beginning, I just thought was incredible, so hats off to you.
It's an amazing feat, and great, well done to the people who undertook that, and they've achieved something great.
Determination that was shown and things was fantastic, and obviously brilliant teamwork as well.
So I think now we have a cheque to present the all-important number.
So firstly, it will be put towards our research projects that spans across cause, care, MS services, towards our main goal of trying to beat MS.
We have a counsellor who does cognitive behavioural therapy, and it will cover the cost of her for the whole of 2015.
The money that you've raised is going to go to helping about 200 kids probably. They're going to have opportunities to compete, have a fun day and socialise.
Charities like Panathlon, they give young disabled people the chance to compete, and actually gives them sort of, almost a hope in a way.
Fundraising varies, it changes all the time.
Fewer people are actually giving to charities, so it's just a case of raising our brand awareness.
Actually, ANV is our first corporate sponsor.
Summit to Sea Challenge is a fantastic way of, it's a brilliant case study to be able to use for other corporates to get involved and raise funds for MS.
It is a fantastic amount of money that you have raised.
Don't forget to say goodbye before you go. Give me one more chance. I wanna see your face just once before you go, and I'll always be hanging on. Don't forget